Hey ballers, Squiggles here, bringing you a Terran versus Zerg on Crossfire. It is going to be NaViSlaViK, the red Zerg in the top right, versus the yellow Terran EmpireHappy in the bottom left. And of course, I am starting this about 2 minutes and 20 seconds, 30 seconds-ish into the game just to get past some of the initial part that nothing really ever happens. Of course, if something did happen, I would not jump so far ahead. So suffice to say, nothing crazy has happened so far. We had Happy go for a very standard Rax and then Refinery on 13. And we had NaViSlaViK go for a hatchery first, and then a gas, and then a spawning pool. So 15 hatch followed by gas followed by spawning pool for Slavic, and for Happy, of course, we do have the Rax and then the refinery. And then this Rax refinery can literally be anything at all. Looks like he is going to go for a little bit of a bunker harass. This drone is having nothing of it though. Couple more drone buddies have been called out, and there is a Marine on the way for Happy, so he needs to keep this SCV alive, and this Marine is going to pew, 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 bang, 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 shoot, try to get some DPS done on these drones. These drones are actually getting pulled quite far away, but they're all kinds of aggressive, and actually the Terran player is the one on the defensive at this point. Looks like he's going to go back here and try to complete this. He will not get it. The SCV does go down. Now 2 Marines out, and is he going to get any of them? No, he doesn't actually get any of the drones at all. This bunker is still alive, but the SCV is dead. And as you can see on the minimap, there is no other SCVs anywhere else on the map. As more Zerglings spawn, or as Zerglings spawn, I should say, they're going to absolutely put an end to this harassment. There is going to be a spine crawler that goes down, and these Marines are just going to sit by the NaViSlaViK watchtower, see if they can get some good scouting and maybe get some pot shots off if a Zergling runs too close, but looks like that will not happen. We did get a little shot just briefly of Happy going to be transitioning into reactored Hellions, getting those Hellions 2x2s. Going to have to see what he transitions into after the Hellions, but a couple of Marines in a bunker into some Hellions, pretty standard, and Slavic, of course, defending perfectly, only getting a few Zerglings, like 6, just now adding on a couple more. Spinecrawler about to finish, Metabolic Boost going down, and by going down, of course, I mean almost done. 2 Queens on the way, so Slavic is looking pretty good. Of course, supply-wise, they're pretty much the same, and oh, I heard something shooting or something. Oh, here we go. Looks like we have some Hellions going to come in, do some roasty toasty on the drones. The Queen spawns at the exact right moment, but we do have drones going down anyway. Nice splitting on the drones, actually, to only lose a couple, and the Hellions get surrounded by the Speedlings on creep and get taken out. We can go ahead and check the units killed. We can see that 3 workers were killed in that attack by Happy, and he has lost his 1 scouting worker as well. Units killed, 3 and 3. 1 scouting SCV and 2 Hellions for 3 drones. That is the count so far. We have a couple more Hellions chilling at the NaViSlaViK, and they're going to be met by buddies 3 and 4. Is Happy going to attack again, or is he going to? No, looks like he's going to go ahead, and if you follow this thing, yep, he's going to go ahead and scout. Just wants to see if the Zerg has taken a third yet. Some Zergs like to take thirds at early times. Some like to wait a little bit longer. Looks like with Slavic, he's going to be getting quite a few Zerglings right now just to get some additional map control. Maybe put in a little poke. It looks like Happy has transitioned out of the Hellions. He is now adding on a second Rax. He has a tech lab with Stimpack on the way and a factory, getting his siege tanks and siege mode on the way as well. So it's going to be normal Marine siege tank follow-up for Happy after the double Hellion opening. Okay, and what is NaViSlaViK doing? Looks like he has no kind of tech at all so far. He does have an evolution chamber that is down, so could be going for some quick upgrades. Is also going to be safe against Banshees if that was a problem. Look at this. Look at this. I was actually looking at the minimap and I saw these Hellions just running back and forth. But look at this. We have a Zergling at the outside of the base right here. We have an Overlord right there. We have an Overlord over here, if you can follow me on the minimap. Overlords all over the place and Zerglings all over the place for Slavic. So he has a great sense of what is going on the map. Looks like just now Happy able to kill that Ling in the front of the base. So for the first time, Slavic has not 100% sure read on what is going on. Going to lose another Zergling, but now he knows exactly where those Hellions are. This other Zergling coming over to the watchtower. Looks like the Hellions going to go try to clean that out. Yes, indeed they have. And so we have just jockeying for map control and map position right now. These two guys, very chess match-like-ish. If I can, that's probably not how you say that, but whatever. Looks like we do have +1 melee on the way and +1 carapace for Slavic. Stim just about to finish for Happy. You can see that siege modes the siege modes have siege tanks. That is right. If you flip that around, it's correct. The siege tanks have siege mode. There we go. And we have a couple of Hellions doing some roasty toasty action still. And here come a lot of Zerglings. They're going to get a complete surround as these Hellions are not microed at all. Now they can't micro. And down they go. The Zerglings not taking nearly as many losses as they could have if those Hellions would have been microed, but caught Happy a little bit looking somewhere else on the map. So going to be losing some Hellions. Unfortunate, but it does happen. Looks like Happy is now going to be extending his little supply depot wall off here as he attempts to get a wall here, which he has, and now he's going to try to keep walling here just to make any kind of attacks around this way less effective. And we can see, actually, there's Zerglings that are positioning for just that. We also have a Baneling nest on the way, and we have a hatchery going, actually 2 hatcheries. One hatchery just finishing, the macro hatch right here, also doing a good job of walling off part of this ramp. He is expanding to his 3rd at this point. He has Lings positioned for a nice counter attack. Either up into here, he can check and see if Happy has expanded, or he can go ahead and attack back into here and try to get some damage done. It looks like Happy is going to be adding a bunker into his supply depot wall. Getting a few Marines there, never a bad idea. And Happy, though, with a little bit of a drop coming up, a little bit, as in 1 drop ship with 8 Marines. Stim is done. Combat shields just about to finish. There we go. Combat shields is done. So they stim, and they are back down to their original 45 health. There's the cancel, and they managed to kill the Marine. Oh, he goes ahead and dies. But they did kill the drone. So going to have to send another drone out there. Doesn't look like he's done that quite yet. There we go. Drone is on the way. And it looks like we have a Viking. Nope. Not a dropship like I thought. It's going to be a Viking hunting for those overlords, but he just missed this little pack of Zerglings that's just set for a counterattack. It looks like Happy is still trying to get something done. Oh no, loading up Marines, that's not going to work because these Zerglings are literally following around under the medevac and not letting the Marines get out, not letting them get healed up at all. So nice job denying. Looks like, oh, we do have 1 overlord could go down. Yes, indeed he will. Yes, the Viking with 2 kills actually. Nice. And it looks like Slavic, oh, this one will actually supply block him. So he needs to make some additional overlords as when this one goes down, 2 more overlords in production, boom. And he is supply blocked. Happy about 10 supply down, but doing a good job of harassing. Oh, lost a couple more Marines as he still is trying to drop, but just can't make it happen. Gets a couple of Marines out and has to load them right back up. Now they're going back and forth on this little ledge, trying to drop guys here, but these Lings are fast enough that they can run around and it doesn't really matter. Yeah, this medevac is doing absolutely nothing except keeping some of Slavic's units busy. And I guess these Marines are doing a little bit of damage, but it's, you know, not that much. Okay, here we have, it looks like Slavic is going to come in here and try to chip down these back rocks. If he chips down those back rocks, he'll absolutely be able to cause lots of damage to the infrastructure of Happy, but Happy does see it, stims 1 Marine, and all of those Lings are going to have to go ahead and run away. Okay, now we have Happy going to be moving up here with some Marines at the same time, is going to have a Viking, the Viking with 3 kills. Trying to get more damage done. It looks like he's going to lose all of those Marines to the Zergling cloud that is just continuing to be a pain in the middle of the map. And not the middle, but just defending that 3rd. Here we go. Marines are now going to be, and actually sniping those Banelings right before they're able to do too much. And it looks like these Marines with stim, they have +1/+1 right now. Should be able to take this down. I don't think, no, there isn't even any Zerglings that are trying to react. The Zergling's actually going to the entirely wrong base up here, but could be thinking that there's going to be an attack up there as well. Kills off this base, and now Happy leaving 1 Marine there to just keep the light blinking. Is going to go over here and try to drop, but no, there's a Spore Crawler there. Going to have to be a little bit more careful as he goes ahead and backs up. Meanwhile, we have Overlords creeping all over the map. What kind of build is Happy going for now, or I should say, what is he continuing to do? Looks like double command centers going down for Happy. He does have 2 factories with siege tanks, lots of barracks, a couple of them with reactors, some of them just naked, and 1 of them with the tech lab. And he does have out that starport with the reactor. Looks like he is getting +2 armor right now. And is he getting +2 weapons as well? Yes, indeed he is. And I feel bad for this Marine. He's chipping away at this Zerg cocoon, but it's not going to be enough as the Lings are going to come and they're going to surround him and take him out. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right. Well, it looks like we have another drop from Happy coming up here at the top. And a Viking with 7 kills now. This Viking is out of control, man. Just continuously supply blocking. NaViSlaViK has been doing a great job this game. Now he's going to get some good scouting and maybe take one for the team, as this Queen very upset at the amount of damage this Viking has been able to do. Looks like all these Marines are going to be dropped out, going to be healed up, and now they're going to run up, but he does not know. Oh, yes, he does scan, and he sees the burrowed Banelings, and is he going to get the Queen? Oh, that's actually kind of huge, but no, Zerglings and Banelings react in time. Now it looks like he's going to be trying to focus down the Banelings, and he is going to have most guys up. Oh, but look at this, Infestors are out. There is the Fungal, and there is a couple of infested Terrans going to come down, as well as the Queen. And is this medevac going to get away? No, and all those Marines die as well. Great job defending by Slavic as he takes a nice lead. Look at the supply, and I think he's actually ahead as far as the tech goes as well. Looks like these Marines should just barely clean up those. Yes, indeed they do. And now we have one command center. Oh, and this Marine just barely goes down, but 2-2 is done for the Zerglings now. Command center being morphed into an orbital command. There is going to be a timing, though, or I mean, into a planetary fortress, rather. There is going to be a time where it is vulnerable, but there are siege tanks here now and Marines, so Happy is committed to keeping this base alive. Meanwhile, trying to float this base over, and that is not a good decision because there is a whole host of Zerglings just flooding all over the place. I'm looking at the upgrades. We have +1 attack on the shot cannons for the siege tanks, and the Marines, what do they have? They have 1-1, 2-2, just about to finish. We also have a Mobius reactor just about to finish, so we're going to have Ghost with energy, sensor tower going down, everything looking pretty good for both players at this point. But look at that mini-map. NaViSlaViK is doing a great job. He has lots of infestors on the map, and he is moving around. And I mean, Happy, look at this, 9 kills on this Viking. You kidding me? Vikings are never this efficient. But it looks like this one definitely is. Oh, and great Fungus going down on the Marines. Going to lose a lot of Marines. Siege tank sieging up a little bit late, and they are going to get surrounded by the Zerglings. They're going to do a decent amount of damage, but Slavic doing an absolutely phenomenal job of keeping the siege tank count low. And oh geez, look at that, siege tank actually doing quite a bit of damage to his own SCVs, as it looks like the zombified infested Terrans are going to move up. And are they going to get the siege tank? That is the real question. Even if they don't, we have commando infestors all over the place, as well as the not so sneaky but just as devastating Zerglings who are going to run in here and try to pick off this tank. Are they going to get it? I'm not sure. The planetary fortress is doing a ton of damage, and it looks like the tank will go down. And now that it is down, these Zerglings are going to have to go ahead and back off. And he's building, so I can't see how much damage he's done as far as kills, but I assure you it was a lot, because it does splash, and it just absolutely destroys those Zerglings. Looks like Happy has taken his gold expansion, but the Zerg has taken his as well. Slavic is always ahead on bases, it appears, in this map. And look at this. So many Banelings being morphed right now. That is, I believe, enough to go ahead and just kill this planetary fortress outright. We also have a lot of infestors, and they're getting that energy back up. All right, here we go. Banelings, are you ready for some Baneling and infestor action? We could definitely see it here. There is one missile turret, so if these infestors get too close, then the planetary fortress can see it. But, oh, there it is, and that is too close. Here come the Banelings, though. Infested Terrans coming down, and Baneling hits going all over the place. No, mass repair on the planetary fortress is going to keep it alive, and the planetary, look at this, just absolutely smashing everything. At the same time, though, there is another attack by NaViSlaViK. Caught the very tail end of it there. They're creeping all over the place, and that orbital, he actually made an orbital there, goes down quite easily. Now, there is this Viking still alive. 11 kills on the Viking now. Hero Viking of the Terran peoples. But really, I don't know, man. I mean, Happy is, what, 60 supply down right now? And his army is just looking kind of puny. He lost that huge amount of siege tanks, and he has not been able to rebuild them at all. Meanwhile, look at the minimap. There is creep, there is Zerglings, there is infestors all over the place for NaViSlaViK. Look at this, coming in here for another great surround. Going to clean up all these siege tanks and all of these Marines. Just absolutely destroying and just rolling through. Even fungling these medevacs, they're not going to get away. And as these medevacs die, I mean, EmpireHappy is just looking absolutely grim at this point. Looks like this medevac's actually going to get away with 2 hit points. Nicely done there. But look at this. We have more Zerglings coming in here. There's the GG. It looks like Happy was not able to hold out against Slavic in this game. Congratulations to Slavic on a job well done. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Leave comments, concerns, questions, or the occasional quirky remark, if you will. And I am Squiggles, and I will see you guys later. Signing off.